Get ready to dive deep into Buffalo's vibrant music scene because we're stepping inside the fabulous Flamingo Lounge for the 8th season of local music magic. In the Flamingo Lounge with Rockabilly Greg is more than just a podcast. It's a collection of stories that delves deep into the vibrant musical history of Buffalo and Western New York, creating a living archive where each story adds a unique thread to the overall narrative. This season, we're taking a deep dive into the heart of the music community. Join us for personal conversations with musicians and industry pros, where we celebrate the collective creativity that makes our favorite artists, venues, and events so special. But before we get started, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors, CatsLikeUs.com, Diamond Hawk Golf Course and Pub, and valued supporter Buffalo Ironworks for helping to keep the music alive. Echo 23 is an attitude-fueled alternative rock band channeling the best of the 90s and 2000s. They officially formed post-COVID in 2021 and began tearing up their home base, the 33 Speakeasy, in May 2022. The band's centerpiece is the fierce, young lead singer Cassandra Warren, who uses her incredible voice and attitude to captivate every crowd. On the rhythm section, you'll find lifelong friends Charlie Forness on bass and Steve Wellenc on drums, who also manages the band. With the addition of CJ Ambrosia on guitar, the lineup for Echo 23 is complete. What sets Echo 23 apart is their unique set list. With Cassandra's incredible vocal range, they crush songs by Paramore, Alanis Morissette, and Lady Gaga. They then instantly flip the script, bringing you bangers from Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco, plus a side of Poison, making them one of the most eclectic and must-see bands in Western New York. It is my pleasure to welcome to the Flamingo Lounge, from Echo 23, Cassandra Warren and Steve Wellenc.
Hey, great to be here.
Hello.
Thanks for coming. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
This is great.
Been a while. I know Erica reached out and on my website actually, I've got someone's actually looking at the website and said,
Right?
"Hey, how do we get on?" So I'm like, "Yeah, good."
Yeah, she's become our co-manager. She's helping us out a lot.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, that's Erica Fordham. But as I mentioned before we got on the air, I always start the podcast asking, did you have an aha moment when you said, man, music's what I want to do? And Cassandra, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, you're gonna start with me?
Yep.
Put me on the spot.
That's right. Left or right?
Oh man. So it's actually really funny because as like my 9 to 5, I do pretty mundane work.
Mhm.
I'm a statistical coding analyst for a health insurance company.
Okay.
And I mean, I've like growing up, I had a very complicated relationship with music. You know, just all the eyes on you, and growing up to feel like, you know, you had to be a certain way, like be some certain type of singer. They try to label you a lot. For a while, it really did kill the music for me. And like I used to write and just stop, and I'm like stressing out over it. But one day I was at my boring job and I was in the office. It was like right after like COVID, when people started like coming back into work slowly.
Right.
And I literally remember feeling like being to myself, I'm like, God, like I miss the rush performing used to give me, because I've been in musicals. I've been in different genre bands ever since high school. Like I used to be in an all-girls band. For a punk band, I was in a 50s, 60s music band called Rewind.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
And I'm like, you know what? Let's go to the one spot that everybody goes to when they're looking for a band. Craigslist.
The list.
Good old Craigslist.
There you go.
And honestly, I've had great experience on Craigslist, surprisingly. I met some friends there that I ended up doing music with, and I saw Steve's ad, and I'm like, oh God, I hope he's not creepy. And he's
Sorry,
like,
you're wrong.
He's like, let's meet in person at a bar. I'm like, oh, that's a great sign.
Yeah.
Um,
just like, hey, come to my basement and do a podcast.
yeah,
baby.
exactly.
Oh, we went to see Charlie's band.
Yeah, we
Our
went
bassist.
before Charlie was in our
Okay.
band. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in a different one. And I don't know. I remember prepping for that audition to audition for you guys, I'm like, I can't blow this because I haven't had music in my life the way I want to for a while now. And I feel like the best like singers and stuff, they're the best because they're doing it for all the right reasons. They're doing it because they're having fun doing it, and they kind of mute out the crowd and it's just them and what they're singing. And I'm like, that's how I have to start looking at it. Because once it's no longer fun, it's not going to seem authentic.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And that's honestly, I know that was long-winded, but
no, that's
I feel totally different now about it. Like I'll say too, like anytime we're at a show and people come up and say like, oh, you were great, I always ask them, I'm like, did you have fun? I'm like, did you have a good time?
Right.
And they'll say yes. And I'll be like, well, that made my night. Like, that's why I do this, you know,
100%.
for fun. Yeah. And that's why I'm really glad I went on Creepy Craigslist.
Well, at the 33 to echo those thoughts. The part director said, we have bands in here. You could tell our friends that are here just jamming together.
Right.
And you guys sound professional. And like, I have goosebumps thinking that because we don't act like we're professional, but the sound is tight and we like that we can make people feel that way. Because again, we want to have fun. The people dance the whole night. That's the biggest rush.
Right.
Is that they're just jamming and have a good time.
That's the thing. You know what's funny is like the fact that we have fans doesn't give me a crazy rush. The fact people say we sound professional, that doesn't give me a rush. It's always when I see people having a good time.
Right.
Like that's
absolutely
when I'm having the best night singing.
Yeah.
There's too many nights where, because you start at 9 and there's 5 people and Cass always gives me the look. I'm like, we've played this bar 5 times before. It's the same thing, and all of a sudden by the the beginning of the second set, it's a 180, and it's like, oh my God, this is the best show we ever had. So
even with like 5 people, because
Yeah.
those 5 people are usually like riled up and like having a great time. And we call lemon drops my elixir because it lights me up. And oh, shout out to Little Lemon Drop, one of our fans that follow us everywhere. He's great. He always takes a shot with me.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. He's special in my heart.
So, Steve, did you have any kind of an aha moment when?
Yeah, I did. In elementary school, we had a piano at the house. My sister took piano, and my dad put me in it. And I did it for 2 years, and my piano teacher looks at me and goes, "You'd be a great drummer." So I don't know if he meant I sucked at piano or if I just had good rhythm.
Right.
And my dad, being a drummer, instantly took the drums set out of the basement, put it in our family room. And then at the age of 14, I decided that I was gonna make that my instrument. And we saw in high school, Charlie and I, the bassist, we went to school since elementary school. He used to deliver my papers, right?
Okay.
So we've been basically like Bill and Ted. We've been best friends. He's got that dry humor and whatnot, and I'm the opposite of him. And so we had this band. A friend of mine was called TDM. Tim, Dave, and Matt was the name of the band in high school. And I saw them play live, and I saw them play the Battle of the Bands and stuff.
Okay.
I go, this is kind of cool. And so I kept playing, and I really didn't. I wasn't in a band in college. I really wasn't in a band until we did Mantooth, our first band, like in early 2000s. But I played since I was 14, and my dad was a drummer, and so it's just kind of, I followed suit with that. And then once I got the taste of playing live, it was just like, it's like we stopped one band. Like I said, Bob from our second band, Scribe for the Tribe, he's now the lead singer of Tiny Music. So I'm like, we got to get something going. And COVID happened, of course.
Right.
And so towards the end, I'm like, I got the itch again. And I put out that ad. And what really made me want to, Cass sent over, a couple songs she did. And then she came in and she played Creep by Radiohead live. And that note in the middle, again, with the goosebumps I'm starting already. Right. She hit that note, and it's like everything is right with the world.
Right.
And we're like, this is it. We found the toughest spot is finding the singer, and we got the singer. So I've known my whole life I wanted to play music. Music soothes the soul. So
Yeah.
Yes,
and
it does.
like I feel like it's crazy to watch you play because I'm like, that's totally second nature to him. Not only is drums hard, but you're left-handed, so everything's like reversed.
I'm wrong-handed.
Oh, wow.
But it's just cool to watch you play because I remember I've attempted the drums once and I couldn't even do like a simple beat. So
I guess you could say that. Like guitar amazes me, and I guess once you do it long enough, it's second nature.
It becomes
But
part of you. Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. And
does being left-handed give you a little bit of an advantage? I remember seeing something because Johnny Carson, of course, was a great drummer, but they said because since he was a musician, he could do a lot with his left hand, and they're like, he's doing all this great stuff with the left hand.
It's actually not. I call it hybrid because I'm open on everything. On the hi-hats on my right, my ride cymbals on my right, so I do everything with my right hand. I hit with my bass drum. I do with my left, and then like if I'm shooting pool, my right hand, I right-handed. I play sports left-handed. So it's like I had to train my
Pick
drum.
A side, man.
Yeah, well, my drum teacher set it up righty, like my dad had it, and I did the rolls from right to left instead of left to right. And he's like, whoa. Well, I'm like, well, that's fine, but I want to kick with this foot. So he put the hi-hat over here, and it's like people walk up to my set, they're like, yeah, what's going on?
Every time.
So I try to play out with somebody. I'm like, well, do you have a double bass pedal? Because I probably kind of need to kick with my left foot. So it's it's pretty unique, but it amazes people. They think I'm awesome because of it, and I'm really not. It just looks cool.
Yeah. Well, and I know it's weird because I have a little 3.5-year-old granddaughter, and I got her a toy guitar.
Aww.
And she was trying to hold it, with her left hand kind of upside down on the fretboard. And my son-in-law is trying, no, you got to hold it like this. And then she just instinctively flipped it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
And she's holding it left-handed, right?
Nice.
Like a little pro.
Oh, she had the E string muted with her thumb. I
mean,
the way she held it.
Prodigy in the works.
I'm like, Grandpa's getting her a guitar for Christmas,
Yeah.
I'm a lefty air guitarist, so that helps.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I rock Guitar Hero. Don't even try me on there.
So now you guys, though, in reading the bio and everything, you guys do some different types of music than most of the cover bands. I mean, a lot of cover bands around town are doing classic rock.
Yeah.
Right? That's anywhere.
Yeah.
Literally.
And that's fine. It's fine. We have a lot. I did a lot of networking, made a lot of friends and a lot of them do that, and it's like, we don't want to just do like everybody can do that.
Well, like so I grew up in Batavia.
Okay.
I
lived there 10 years. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it.
I know.
Not a fan.
Well, we say Blatavia, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Or I call it potato, but that's a side story. So I grew up first starting in that music community, which is even smaller, but I don't know if you've ever heard of the Trolls. They've been around forever.
Yep. Yes. Guy Nichols. Yep.
Yeah. Calvin is the one who got me up on stage for the very first time.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I used to play bass guitar was what I first started with. And I used to like guest play for them. First time was at Erie County Fair.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And before I was of age, they'd get me into the Downs before it was remodeled when they had the bar upstairs.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd sing I Love Rock and Roll with them. And
there you go.
yeah, like they're the ones who gave me a true taste of like what it was like to be on stage with a band.
Right.
And one thing that I loved about bands too is like you choose to do music with those people. Whereas when I was doing musicals and stuff, it's like a mixture. There's usually a bit more drama. So I found it way more like relax with a band. But yeah, shout out to Trolls. They're great.
Oh, there you go.
They're still going too.
So if I need to fire Charlie, you can play bass is what you're saying.
Oh, hell no. I don't remember shit.
So now, did you do musicals then in Batavia? Did you do with school, or did you do the Rotary Club stuff too? Or
so I did it in school to start. In like high school, I was Rizzo in Grease. That was one of my first main leads in the musical.
Okay.
I was Aida in Aida, which was crazy. Something that kind of happened in that musical in particular, the third night of the show, I got laryngitis.
Mm.
And in that musical, you have to sing about 12 to 13 songs, and some of those are just you on stage.
Right.
And with musicals, with them not being as lax, like the show must go on no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sold out show. And it was the same feeling you get when you have the dream where all of a sudden you're on stage naked in front of a bunch of people. Like, worst case scenario.
Yeah.
I remember at the end of the first act, I did the worst note ever. Like, it was like, bye, or whatever. And I'm like, So, I shit you not, though, if that didn't happen, I don't think I would be as confident on stage because I'm like, dude, the worst has already happened.
Right.
Like, ever since then, I am not afraid, you know?
Yeah.
If I mess up, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as long as you're having fun, it usually just slides right off. Either no one notices or you can make a joke out of it, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So.
Well, I do have one fan who asked me to get naked every show, so
Oh, yeah.
I had the same dream.
Shout out to Ashley and Audrey. They're
My
like,
fans.
They're like, Steve, take your shirt
say that's
off.
two.
I'm going back to the gym next week, so
They're
I'll be
both
ready for it.
blonde-haired.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he's
Ooh,
living the
sweet
dream.
They love me.
Groupies,
They all love me. It's you know,
Yeah.
it's,
Oh my god.
it's
Everyone
hard,
loves
but
the
somebody
drummer.
has to do it. And
The
I'll do it.
audacity of this man.
I was going to say, I got my start in music in Batavia doing shows
Really?
with the Rotary Club. Used to do shows way back when.
Oh,
So,
do you know the Burks?
I do.
Do you play
Yeah,
bass?
No, I don't.
So Pat Burke's daughter was the one that
Okay.
did the musicals in high school, and then I did cabaret with Pat Burke because he does the theater in Batavia.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I grew up with them.
Yeah. I was on the board of the Genesee Arts Council for a while.
Oh,
and
wow.
that logo there for the Genesee Orleans Regional Arts Council, I did that.
Nice.
Very
You
cool.
know, 30 some odd years ago. And the same with Terry Hill's golf course. They did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
No way.
I drew that by hand, so that shows you how old that sucker
Yeah,
is.
right.
You
I'm in
know?
the printing business, so we used to set up things by
I
hand like
didn't
that.
realize I
all
was
the
in the
time.
presence of a star.
She says that every show.
There you go.
My way.
Uh-huh.
Got the shtick down. So, yeah, I'm in the print business too. Where are you?
My father was Rapid Rays. He passed in 2020,
Okay.
but Rapid Rays Printing.
Yeah.
Me and my partner Vic, we kept it going, and we still keep it going to this day. And yeah, but back in the day, the layout used to be a lot different than using computers.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I did. I mean, I've done all our logos and all our posters and whatnot there. You know, because I just self-taught. You know, because you got to kind of self-teach yourself. And,
Sure.
Dude, his logos are the tits.
Yeah, yeah. I was getting stuff put together before you came and pulled your logo off there. I'm like, yeah, that's
very good, right?
Thank you.
That's very good. You never know. You weren't. So I went to SUNY Fredonia for graphics, so it's
Really?
before the Mac came out. So
I went there for baseball, and I found
Yeah.
my wife. So I threw my arm out, and then that was that for Fredonia.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
geez.
found 40 pounds too somewhere. It was hiding, and it just appeared one day.
It's that freshman 40, dude.
Say I found mine at BJ.
I was a junior.
So, but yeah, I worked at. I started in Batavia at Hodgins Printing. So
Very
worked with
cool.
Mike Hodgins and his dad, and they were kind of the big printing family there in Batavia. So that's where I got my start.
Awesome.
And then you can see I collect a lot of stuff. So on,
this
on a
basement's
wall
cool.
kind of behind you, there's it was on eBay, and they said, yeah, it's a homemade Beatles poster. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this isn't the Beatles. This is the Road. It's the Mellow Brick Road. They were a 60s band. And I said, this isn't the poster. This is the printer's mechanical.
Oh yeah.
So, most people would be like, what? And I'm like, oh, I have to buy this,
Right,
right? But the guy wanted like $100 for it. I says, no, I'm not gonna, because they had actual black and white photos that they had cut out and pasted on, and you could see there was some ink smears that obviously they fixed when they made the films and everything. And of course, the printer and me and the graphic designer, I geeked right out. I'm like, oh, I have to have this because it's like a one of a kind
That is
thing.
cool.
And I asked the guy, I said, where'd you get this? He said, I flip houses. And it was in one of the houses I was flipping.
Nice.
So I'm like, wow, you got any more stuff?
Right.
Yeah, give it all.
So I'm always on the hunt for
Very
stuff
cool.
like that. 'Cause that's,
I don't know if any of your other guests on here have noted, but I want this on our podcast. This guy in his basement has sunglasses with built-in sideburns. I'm sorry, I needed to mention it. It is the coolest thing ever. And I'm going to get a pair of my own.
There you go. I was going to say, Eric Crittenden found those when he was down there and he had them on. But that was, I think we had a few margaritas but by the end of the show. But yeah, it's, yeah, there's lots of cool stuff. It's just stuff keeps coming in. And, you know, I tease my kids that when I die, you got to deal with all this stuff. So.
Exactly.
But I collect a lot of local. You know, I'm a big fan of local music, so I try to at least get a copy of because I was on the board of the Buffalo Music Hall of Fame for 11 years, and that's kind of what started my passion for local music. And you know, met a whole bunch of people, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to start. I want to at least get a recording from every inductee that's out there, and some were easy, and some have proved to be
tough,
very expensive.
I bet.
Tough and expensive. Yeah.
Well, so what we're gonna do as a band, I figure, because it seems like every 2 weeks I have a new idea, and I design the bass drum head. So what we'll do is we'll get an Echo 23 signed bass drum head, and we'll have to post that in your basement somewhere.
Oh, there you go. I'd love that. So.
Oh man, I thought you were going to say like a bass drum head, but like with some sideburns.
Oh yeah. Maybe a flamingo on it.
Oh, there you go.
Cool. A flamingo with sideburns.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
I would love that. Yeah, because I have some original friend of mine, Scott Reynolds, is he was in the Descendants and all, and punk rocker, and does some solo stuff. He did a painting for me on one of the records that he got. He was offering to do an original painting on a test press, you know, vinyl, and I'm like, yeah, hook me up. And you know, it's funny. He says, I tried doing a flamingo for you, but it's just not my style. So I said, no, I don't want you to do what. I says, you do you. I want you do. And it is great, you know, so it's over there on the wall too. So I just love all that stuff. And, you know, especially, well, you know, you probably know best of being in the print biz and everything, that as a musician, man, if you're not doing your own marketing, you know, unless you got deep pockets.
Trust me. Yeah. Well, it's nice owning the printing company, because, you know, all my posters are free and everything, but it's when you talk about that aspect of it, it's like nonstop. It's going from Cheektowaga out to, you know, Clarence Center to drop off 5 posters to a bar, just so 5 more people will show up. It's a lot of work, but I think it's gotten us to this point, you know, as a whole, you know, we've come together and gotten to this point where, you know, up to 900 followers on our Facebook page. I mean, someone's going to hear that and be like, well, we got 12K or whatever, right? But 900 from where we started, even maybe 6 months ago, you know, people are starting to recognize, and maybe one day will be the name that's like, oh, who can we call? And not so-and-so, maybe Echo 23 will be like, well, we heard them. Right. And hopefully all this work that we've done will pay off. And I mean, because we're not in it for the money, right? Sure. I mean, if we're in it for the money, we're we're in a lot of trouble, right? We're just looking to play to lots of people who want to have fun.
Yeah, right. And something I like too is we go back to a lot of the bars and stuff that we've played at. Like they want us back consistently, and what I love about that is you get usuals that come to see you play, right? And I mean, the bar owners, the bartenders, they're always so nice, and they're having a blast. And I think I'm someone who definitely loves making friends.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I couldn't tell.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Well, someone has to make the friends while we're breaking down all the equipment.
That's right. Exactly.
Well, you know, and you kind of say that, I mean, you're the front person, right? I mean, that's not an easy job, right? I mean, you're working the crowd, you're taking you're kind of measuring what the feeling is, and maybe saying to the guys, all right, let's do this song next. And,
exactly.
You know, we got the crowd in the palm of our hands. So, or crowds just, you know, this is what is this, an audience or an oil painting? Right. You know, it's like, come on, let's get them going.
I mean, we've had shows where it's almost like it's just a crowd of zombies sitting and watching you play. Yeah. And I so badly just want to start doing the Charleston and
don't ever do that. No.
Like a true performer. Right. My theatrical side comes out because I'm like, you know, someone once told me, like, yeah, I mean, people love seeing a good singer and stuff, But you also have to realize, like, you're an entertainer as well. Like, you're putting on a show, and the crowd is going to feed off of the energy that you bring.
Exactly.
And as many musicians probably know, that's sometimes really hard to do.
It is.
Especially to a crowd of just zombies. You
know,
and it's like, okay, how do I make these people more alive and wanting to dance, you know?
Right.
And I think over time I've gotten very good at understanding, like, okay, what is the crowd now and how do I get them there?
Right.
Like my dad has always told me, I'm definitely someone who's able to tap into the mood of like an environment of like how people are acting and either blend in with that and like really work it to my advantage or change it, you know? So
she's come a long way too,
right.
since the first year of gigging, you know, whether it's the look or the feeding off the crowd. Now it's just like, it's like you could tell people are very envious that we have Cass.
Right.
You know, right? You go out and you see a lot of bands, and it's like, I said it before, the lead singer's got to be the hardest thing to find.
Oh gosh, yes.
And now it's just like, wow, we got that. And she's at, I tell her, I don't know whether it's in the show or the next day in a group text, I said, I was just in awe of you. You know, I got goosebumps watching you, and you know, and she says the same stuff back because, you know, she appreciates everything we all do. But like just like she's the front, I'm more of the back. You know, I got a lot of details to work out. I got to talk to bar owners and this and that. And then by the end of the night, after a gig and a couple weeks of, you know, getting it out there, it's just like, I get to take a breath. And but she definitely knows when we're about to sing a bathroom. We call them bathroom songs. Okay. So it's like this crowd is not gonna want to hear this song by STP.
They're just gonna go to the bathroom. It's the bathroom
that's
song.
It. We already lost them. So let's talk dirty to me or something, right?
Don't let Steve fool you. Just because he's the dude playing the drums, a good chunk of the crowd is usually there to see him.
Oh, okay.
Because I try, like, throughout the shows, I try to be like, and we've got, you know, Steve on the drums. Let's hear it for Steve. Yeah. The roaring of applaud. Like, he has such a following of, like, friends, families, our followers, because I think you're very personable as a person, too, you know? Like, you're social. I think you're used to that too because you're a coach as well, so it comes naturally to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a lot, like Diane and the girls are my wife Diane. She's always there, always supporting. She's phenomenal. And
she's the best.
And then if we play it,
she got a baseball bat, you know.
Oh yeah, well she's Sicilian, so right there.
Oh yeah.
You know, right?
Don't mess with her then.
It's Sicilian. She gets a
with like
a
what,
suntan.
The Long Island accent.
She gets a suntan from the dome light in the car, right? But she has a shot party at the house, you know, 6:30 before our 33 gigs, and so it's a whole thing, and she's always supportive. I mean, we practice every week at our house, and she never says boo about anything. She's my best friend, and she's awesome. So
you definitely have to have someone, you know, if you're with someone, that they have to like, at least support what you're doing, or else it's just not going to work, right? It's like,
and see, the other thing too that's like great about this band is we don't take things seriously. And I say that in the best way. Like, for example, like my boyfriend Tyler, we consider him our roadie.
Oh gosh.
And we were in the works of talking and being like, he should have a staff shirt, but instead of just staff, it'll be like staff infection.
Yeah.
Like, and he has to wear it around as he like tears down our stuff.
That's great.
Like funny shit like that.
I gotta teach him to pack up my drum, so
have fun with that. But like, I don't know.
Well, like I said, me and Charlie were best friends since Maple West Elementary in Williamsville, right? But so one day, this is kind of what it's all about, because we did some stuff in high school. We took rock theory in high school, and we did this little thing as a band and whatnot. But he, I don't know if we were out at where were we out on the water, Chautauqua Lake, and he just looked at me. He goes, I find I'm in awe that I'm still here jamming with my best friends in elementary school, and he got really nostalgic about it.
Oh,
and he's, and Charlie, it's like, this is about as much as you get out of Charlie. He gives me
like the true goth dude vibes, and I love that about him.
And we're complete opposites, and I'm a lot more outgoing, but we've always gelled. He had his crowd in high school, I had my crowd in high school, but we were always, at the end of the day, we were always hanging out. It was always a big gulp and Doritos, watching some stupid movie from Blockbuster.
To me, Charlie is like a goth teddy bear. Like, that's the best way to describe him. Like, he's dry with his humor, but he cares so much about the people that's in his life, and he'll take the shirt right off his back. Did I say that right? Shirt right off his back.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that was a tongue twister for me for some reason.
Oh, let's talk about the tongue twisters. Blimp Biscuit.
Blimp Biscuit instead of Limp Biscuit. But no, he's great, and he definitely really is a huge part of like why we are the way we are.
So what caused you guys to kind of play the music that you play? Like, because there's not a lot of people playing Paramore.
That's true.
She's got the chops.
She's got the chops.
So actually, songs like that, how it goes is we all have ideas, and Cass goes like, I'm not comfortable with it, and it's gone. Okay, I forgot even what song I was bringing up. Then, or maybe she'll bring up some songs, and the fact that she can crush Adele, Lady Gaga, and Alanis. I mean, those are okay singers. That right. And the fact that we can make a edgy rock song out of a lot of those, and we CJ's a lot of that too. He brought a lot of the, he knows how to manipulate songs and make them work for us, and with solos and whatnot. Yeah. He does all our sound and everything. So, but yeah, it's just. We kind of played 90s alternative as our first two bands, but it was all the guy stuff, all the STP and Pearl Jam and whatnot.
Right.
So it's kind of same era, but it's more towards the female leads, and maybe now the punk pop, like you heard in the 2000s, and then now we're branching off of that.
Right.
And so it's like I said, a set list that you really don't hear anywhere, and people are like, man, I remember that song on The Edge, 103.3 The Edge, right?
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in like the group that you originally had before I auditioned, you guys weren't even necessarily looking for a female, right?
No.
Like that was something that was kind of wishy-washy with you guys at first, and I think that's another thing too, is like having a female lead. I think you have to get a bit more creative, fortunately and unfortunately, because obviously there's like a lot of male songs out there that are very popular, but sometimes I can't hit that range, so we have to change the key if we truly want to do it, or think of those other songs that like not many people hear that are like girl songs, But I think it makes it fun because there's some songs that we've done that I didn't think I would sound good singing or even like enjoy doing. And I'm like, this is like my favorite song to play. Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a song I've or never heard of or didn't like before. I'm like, yeah, but the fact that we came together as a band and just crushed it, it's like, oh, let's play that song again. It's actually fun playing on the drums, It's so yeah.
I would say too, like something else that like I really love about this band is I know to these guys in my band, I am considered old age now.
Yeah.
I've accepted that. Ever since I hit my other half of 20s, they're like, welcome to the old age.
I'm sure you're your pre-30s now.
Don't even. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, me too.
I just turned 29 this year.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I've already put it on New Craigslist ad.
Anywho.
Put you out to pasture.
Even with the age difference, like, you guys are like my brothers. Like, I am so comfortable with you guys. You're complete family to me. Like, you guys are some of my best friends, And,
absolutely. We're very protective too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at our last show, it's like I'm ready to just get off the drums and grab somebody by the neck. I'm like, you don't do that. And then it's like my wife is stronger and
the wife is
so
truly the
she took care
bodyguard.
of it.
I already made a call. No, that's great. Yeah, because I mean, you're playing, bars late at night, and that's. I've had a lot of ladies on the podcast, and they're like, it's tough, especially when they're doing solo gigs. To like,
oh my gosh, I couldn't
pack
even imagine.
up at midnight. Like, and if you're the only one there, and no one's, the bartenders, they're packing up and they're paying attention to their stuff. Yeah, it's like you don't want to go to your car by yourself.
I mean, I'm fortunate in the sense that any band I've been in, I've always had someone to look out for me.
Right.
So truly, I haven't had, knock on wood, anything crazy happen to me. And I try to think that I'm also someone that can work, like handle people that are like a little, maybe too drunk or like getting too touchy, I'm very good at being assertive but nice about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
And I think that's just because, like, growing up, like I said, I've been in bands since high school, and as a young girl in these bars, you kind of have to learn how to deal with that environment.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
deal with the creeps, right?
Oh, they're never gonna go away, so you gotta work with them. So
yeah, that's it brings up an interesting thing, because when you're out there on your own and these guys are with you, it's like, when do you back off? I mean, when do you get on? You kind of, even when I've done like karaoke, I've been heckled, and I'm like, hey, karaoke heckler,
You'd be surprised how rowdy people get at karaoke.
Oh.
I'd say crazier than a gig.
Yeah. Well, there was a spot there in Batavia years ago. I used to go every week.
What was it?
It was right there in the mall.
Oh, in the mall. Okay.
You had a mall?
Wow. Barely. If you'd even call it that.
It was. They've tried making it into everything.
That's where they did Christmas in the City every year.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember the name of it, but it was right. It was right there on the corner, and it was a fun spot. They were used to. I met a lot of folks there, and
have you ever been to the South Pole?
No.
Oh, that's one of the first places I did an open mic at. It's literally Christmas in there year round.
Oh, wow.
It's trippy.
That's it. In
Don't tell Diane.
Yeah.
Do not tell Diane.
Yeah. Oh, she would love that.
Erase that.
This was not discussed.
Yeah. Well, and that's truly where you kind of like learn how to perform too, is you get up on an open mic. And I know my buddy and I, we've done open mic for 20, 25 years now. Yeah. And, and then we play out every now and again. We do a little duo, and, but for a while we weren't that good, but you learn how to perform with each other, right? I mean, I'm sure you're taking cues off of each other when you're up 100%. There on stage, and
it's something that grinds my gears though. And
okay, Grandma.
I know what really grinds my gears.
That's right.
So, and I've gotten better with like taking it and just accepting it. But this was something, especially towards the beginning, that I would get a lot, where I'm just out having a good time, open mic, gig, whatever. And you get people coming up to you and being like, you could have done this better. Right. You should do it this way. I'm an expert. Like, this is how you should do it.
Funny, I didn't hear you sing.
And I feel like a lot of musicians go through this, and it's like, you can tell when they're truly just trying to be nice versus being assholes and feeling like they know everything.
Or a little jealous, maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
But either way, I'm just like, get off your high horse, bro. Like, you go up there.
Right.
I don't do this to be perfect, you know?
Well, and I'm sure after you've done your set, you're like, what you did that you might want to do differently.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? I mean, you don't need anyone to tell you.
I'm probably my worst critic.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
But that's the perfectionist in me. And I try to stray away from that, because when you try to be a perfectionist, that's when you start doing music for all the wrong reasons,
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Well, generally when the only people that notice when drummers make a mistake are other drummers.
Right.
But you'll know, I'll put my head down for about 4 measures, and you'll know that I messed up somewhere, whether you know it or not.
I
I'll
never
just be
noticed.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist. Like, I know I should have played that better, but my hands just didn't do what my brain told me to do.
Sure. Yeah.
So if my head's down, I just screwed up.
Yeah.
But my wife's always asked me, like, especially in the beginning, she goes, "Have a good show. You nervous?" I'm like, not really. Like, I played baseball. I'm old. I'm 52 now, but I played baseball 45 years of my life. So if I have a game, I'll be like, man, I really want to do well. I go to a gig to drum in front of a couple hundred sometimes or whatever, and it's just like it's just kind of my thing.
Right.
I just kind of do it, So
yeah.
That's probably one big thing I love about playing music is that's just my wheelhouse.
Right. Well, it comes with practice, right?
Yeah.
Comes with being confident in what you're doing, and if you're not up there, Cassandra, with confidence, I mean, man, you talk about the crowd, they're gonna pick that up in 2 seconds.
Well,
they're gonna eat you alive. Is what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Even Charlie continues to tell us, he's going for bass lessons, because he wants to improve his craft and be the best.
I'd say he's also definitely a perfectionist.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, obviously, I can hear when he makes a mistake, and I yell real loud, "Ha ha! You made a mistake!"
Right.
But that's the relationship we have.
Yeah,
and that's kind of the dry, funny back and forth.
Right.
Like something really terrible could happen, and we'll just say something that you should not say in the text, and that'll just be us, and it's busting each other's chops.
But it's because we know each other so well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we're a band, but first and foremost, we're family, and we spend time out of the band too,
Oh, there you go.
Parties, just getting a beer together. Definitely want to do that more now that I live in the area. I moved to Hamburg recently, so I don't have to commute an hour drive one way just to get to a gig.
Oh, there you go.
Well, we were Niagara Falls, Batavia, East Aurora, all playing in Cheektowaga at one point. So it's But I get to stay home, and I just get to yell at them when they're late. So I'm here on time, right?
Listen.
Now, where is 33 Speakeasy?
That's on Genesee and Cheektowaga, Union and Genesee.
Oh, okay.
Between Union and Beach on Genesee.
Okay.
Yeah. Really great people, Scott and Holly for the longest time. We're kind of our home base.
Right.
They right off the bat, they give us 4 gigs a year. We always play the day before Thanksgiving, the busiest bar day of the year.
That was the first place we ever played at.
Yep. And Cass had all the clothes on hangers.
Okay, you know what? They teased me because our first show, what did we do? Electric Man by
Rival Sons.
I
mean, that's another one. No, Rival Sons, Electric Man. You play that, and maybe nobody knows them, but there's just stuff that we touched on.
But when we played that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a dork, and I'm going to dress up as a dude because it's all about like a guy singing about like how he's gonna rock a girl's world.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I'm a girl, so
yeah.
So I had like this white button-up shirt, and I didn't know where to put it, so I just hung it on my microphone. The whole gig, like you can see pictures, and there's just a white button-up.
And you had a music stand, but you actually had the hanger.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool. Like Bruce Springsteen was hanging something, or Steven Tyler.
I also had one of those like old music stands. Yeah, I had an old music stand because I'm like, I don't know how to rock. Like, I'm like, I'm still like, the other bands I was in was definitely didn't go as far as this one. So I'd say like, I don't even know if you'd call it bar etiquette. I think that's too fancy of a word, but like I didn't know, how to present at a bar. And the funny thing is, like, the way I thought you're supposed to present was actually way more well thought out than how you really should. I have fun with the things I wear, but I remember one show I was wearing white go-go boots and they started hurting. So I took them off, and Charlie put one on his hand and started playing the bass with a go-go boot on.
And a chicken finger in the other hand.
Yeah, he's always, we call him our stray because like mid-song he'll just disappear and come back with food.
He's actually played bass from a urinal.
Yeah,
that's
like
talent.
A pro, man, like
that
a pro. I'm like, is he even holding it? Like,
that's right.
What a pro.
Oh, that's funny. So now, are you the only vocalist in the group?
Yeah, we do have, so CJ does backups, so does Charlie, but lead, yeah.
Ben
will give me a mic.
Right.
He wants to so bad.
I'm very good.
One of these days.
I'm very
Once
good
you give us a
head.
drum solo, I will give you a mic.
Fine, it's happening.
Okay.
It's happening this Saturday.
You have to act naturally. Do a little Ringo.
I do sing parts when we play Alien Ant Farm. I sing those 3 bars really loud because I don't have a mic, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that was horrible." That's why I don't give you a mic.
Who was that?
What? Make him stop.
But now you got to be, because since you're out there pretty much taking the lead for a 3-hour set, right? You guys got to be also real cognizant of your set list, so you're not going to blow 100%. Out your voice. Like,
that's why she makes a set list.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too that I've noticed, because
by the way, we need the set list for Saturday.
Thank you. Okay. Yes, I need to be reminded at least 3 more times, but thank you. That counts as 1.
2 days, no big deal.
So. No biggie. That's the usual. But no, so the thing is, like, if you asked me before this band, sing for 3 hours, I'd be like, are you nuts? But if you keep up with it, like our practices, especially in the beginning, we did 3-hour practices, and it truly like trains your voice to just be so used to that,
right?
Without, getting some vocal fry in there or anything. So I literally on my Excel sheet mark X's of like strained songs, like songs that could definitely strain my voice. And I try to put 2 to 3 like breather songs in between. But yeah, no, it was definitely a struggle at first, and I'm very proud of how far my voice has gotten just from starting in this band. Also, I did vocal lessons for like 7 years. That also helped too, because it's a lot about breath support.
Right.
Like whispering is actually really bad for your vocal cords.
Oh, no kidding.
Right?
Wow, yeah.
You wouldn't think that, but it's because lack of breath support with your like voice. But belting is also not the best, it's like that in between.
When to take bars off too. When it's not going to happen, and like let's let the crowd handle this one, and let me collect myself.
Yeah, I try.
It's done so perfectly though that you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. I try not to let it show, and even if I do, like, I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I'm like, nobody cares.
Right.
And people will understand, and I'm only human, so. Well, whatever.
Well, that's when you might, instead of going way up, you kind of bring it in the middle. It's like, okay.
Instead of me.
Yeah. Well, like, instead of goodness gracious, great balls of fire, you'd be like, goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Honestly,
just kind of, bring it in. It's like, okay, what am I feeling today? Because some days you're just not going to get there, right?
And you have to listen to yourself, or you are going to hurt your vocal cords.
Yeah.
Like, they can bleed and you wouldn't feel it. Like, that's how sensitive they are, because they have no nerves on them. So, you have to just be careful.
Right. Careful and keep yourself. So now we're getting close to the top of the hour, believe it or not.
Oh man,
this
is fun actually.
It goes so fast. So
we could do this for hours.
Yeah. Now, looking out, because when this will air in November. So, so kind of, what do you got on the horizon as far as gigs and all that?
Well, she looks at me because I have to take care of all that, and
I
love doing it. Well, the day of the show, I will get, by the way, what's the address and what time do we play? I said, well, the 17 Facebook posts that I put out attaching your name to it, just look at.
I just like hearing you say it.
All right. Well, that's sweet. That's sweet. Well, this Saturday at Kettles in Orchard Park, we play 9 to midnight. When we play somewhere, they have a tendency not to pat ourselves on the back, but ask us for 3 or 4 more dates, and 3 or 4 more dates. And
right.
And so we're playing at Kettles this Saturday, and then November 1st we play out the Ship Bar and Grill, and they call it Lockport. It's like East Amherst.
Okay.
And
then the 33 Speakeasies the day before Thanksgiving. And and then we got a kind of lot going on as far as my wife's 50th and whatnot. So we're kind of letting December be something comes up, yeah, we're gonna grab it,
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna take it a little slower. So we got those 3 coming up through November. Gonna enjoy the holidays and do practice, get through maybe 10, 15 new songs and practice those so we can get ready for the big gig season.
I will say this too, like, we get bored of playing the same songs over again.
Yeah.
So because of that, we have a wide array of music that we're constantly changing. So it's like not every show is the same, you know?
Oh, that's good.
And that's what I like. So like people can come back to us and be like, oh my gosh, it's like a whole different band. Like all these new songs and throwbacks and stuff. So
there's some that we always have to have, but and
Zombie,
yeah,
Cranberries.
But there's a lot of Alanis Morissette songs that people are like, because she's also great with the harmonica. It just I never knew until the one show.
I didn't even know.
she just started playing it, and like, you shouldn't just be able to do that. And if back and forth from the harmonica to the music, and the crowd is like, holy shit. And then I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, are you totally off book with what you do? Are you just up there? You got the iPad thing, or I know I've heard a lot of musicians, on Facebook.
No, we're anti-iPad.
Well, I'm not a fan of it because then you're not fully in the moment, but I also understand. So I will only sing and like read from my phone or something if I'm still in the process of learning the music, because I never want to be someone that forces myself to listen to a song like 20 times over, start hating it just to learn the lyrics like off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'd rather like give myself time to still love the song, because that's one thing that I did as a mistake in the beginning, was I would force myself to listen to these songs, and now like I can't listen to them.
Yeah.
And they used to be my favorite songs, and I kind of just butchered it from making myself do that, you know?
And it seems like karaoke when I know it's not easy, but when your eyes are glued to the iPad, and I've seen bands that they're really good, and then I'm like, okay, but the person's like reading off the iPad, and like and
you're supposed to entertain, like that's
right.
And I'm not dissing people who do that. Obviously, everybody does music for their own reasons.
Yeah, sure.
And whatever makes them comfortable, go for it, sis. Do you? But
but it's more for the set list. You have it for the set list up there. And then maybe like, if it's a new one, maybe if it's a new one, catch this lyric here or there, or what's the song? I think it's by Green Day, where I have to tell you which verse comes where. You're like, which one comes right now? I'm like, it's this one. It's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Once you say the first verse
I
wrong.
thought you were talking about Dead and Bloated.
No, it was definitely. What the hell's that? Green Day. Do you have the time to listen to me? Yeah. About everything is what you say, but it's about nothing and everything else.
Yeah,
about everything and oh shit, I can't go back.
I'll be like, I forgot the words at once.
And we never miss a beat though.
Exactly.
We're very professional in that matter.
Ella Fitzgerald made a whole thing out
of it. Like we're supposed to come in on the 8th note, and Cass is in there on the 5th. I'm like, we'll make it work. Let's go.
And then you'll hear me on the mic. Like if I mess up, I literally involuntarily go tee.
I think I appreciate when you've got the bumps and the and it's not perfect and auto-tuned and all that kind of stuff, because no one wants to hear perfection. I mean, you're real live people doing real live music, and it's like, hey, if you're not every band, I don't care, the Stones are screwing up the same songs they've sang for 50 years, right?
That being said, we're not a click track live band. We want everything organic. It's we're out there. I mean, what the hell are we doing it for? Right. We're not making any money. We're just there. We want to,
like, not trying to be perfect. Like, perfect for what? Perfect for who? You know?
Right.
And honestly, sometimes I feel closer to the people I'm singing to when I mess up, because the way you take it as a singer, if you laugh about it, other people will join in, and you'll be like, you know what? Like, it makes you feel more like they know I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
They know that I'm just doing this for fun, and I'm just really glad that they're here to like jam out.
You just own it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Hey, this is my version, damn it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, when you guys do, you kind of alluded to it. Are you making songs like your own? You're putting your own spin on things and not just being like a total tribute to the song?
Oh, absolutely. So there might be, usually if we have a song, maybe it's something that somebody recommended, like if we do a Pat Benatar song, sure, we'll learn the regular, but we'll find like a band maybe who's done it in the early 2000s of say a 1984 song or something, and we'll kind of do their version. We'll find a girl version of it that rocks it a little bit different, and we'll do that version instead, and then put our spin on that version.
Yeah.
So
kind of like so you know the song Seven Nation Army?
Oh, yeah.
I found like the original version, but then there's like this jukebox version of it that a girl sings. So I just mashed the two together.
Oh, cool.
And she does this vocal at the end. I'm just like, well, where did that come from? Because I finally listened to the song. I'm like, well, why aren't they singing that part that Cass does all the time?
Yeah.
We'll do stuff like that all the time. Or like with Adele, like we make that more rockish on our own and do fun little pauses.
We did, we do, In the Middle by Jimmy Eat World. 1,000 bands do that. But there was this thing going on around TikTok where everybody was kind of doing the beginning like real slow.
Acoustic,
and it's like, wait a minute, I know those lyrics. It made you think, I know those lyrics. So I'm like, guys, why don't we do it acoustic? And then when we'll go, take some time.
Yeah,
we'll go right into it real hard.
Up. Yeah.
People are like, oh, yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun with it.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
They don't like it too bad.
That's right. Do you ever, I've recently seen some posts where, the musicians will be like, yeah, I didn't do the song exactly the right way or whatever. And someone left.
What?
Because it's like, it's like, no, dude,
You're not meant to be here then. Like
exactly.
Wow.
It's funny because sometimes somebody will introduce a song, and so we'll play it for maybe a year out, and then I'll listen to the song on the actual CD. I'm like, I didn't even realize that I just made the song my own. I played the drum breaks and everything a whole different way, but the way I kind of thought it in my head it should go, and it worked. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I'm playing it totally wrong, but I'm totally right, and my version is totally right.
Yeah,
right?
the more
that's the fun about
the
it.
more lax and fun you have, the more creative you become.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, when you are doing, because it's a cover town around here. I mean,
for sure, 100%.
I mean, the poor folks.
If you want to play out, you better be.
Yeah, I was going to say the poor folks that are trying to do original music, it's tough, and they got to learn covers too, because
like the mixture.
Everyone wants Freebird, it's like
don't even.
There's
I got
$50.
a tattoo of a bird.
Oh, do you?
Because of how many times. Really quick story. One time we had a gig at Mister's in East Aurora when they still did bands there.
Okay.
And this group of like, I don't know, looked like teenage boys, maybe they weren't, but they came up to me like, Freebird, and I'm like, no, dudes. So they came back and gave me $1, and on it they Sharpied the words, "Free bird, please." And I'm like, no, but I'm keeping this, and I have that dollar bill framed in my music room.
That's when they looked up from their iPhones.
That's right.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like, no, dude, that's going to cost you $100.
Exactly. And even then, we're only going to play half of it.
Half the song.
Exactly.
It's a long song.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, as I mentioned, Cassandra, Steve, we were at the top of the hour, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, it's glad you could come down and
it's great
tell your story. I love doing this podcast because I hadn't heard of your band until Erica reached out, and I'm like, oh, cool, and I learned so much about bands that I thought I knew a lot of folks being with the Hall of Fame and everything, and then people are like, oh, have you had this person on? No. How about this person? No. And I'm like, so many folks. So
we were lucky enough to be nominated. The last 2 years, including this year, the best contemporary band. There's maybe 15 on the ballot, but
right.
I attribute a lot of it to the work Erica's done. We have to have a big shout out to her because we
love her.
I do what I can with my schedule, but she's gone, an extra step that I couldn't go.
Right.
So we consider her part of the band now. So a big shout out to her for her help.
Yeah. Was that the Ed Honick Nightlife Awards that just came back on the scene, or?
Yeah,
the one they did at the Cove last year.
Yeah.
I believe it's November 6th coming up.
Yeah.
And for somehow, us as musicians, we don't need it. We don't need to be on it.
It's
but
fun.
Maybe they don't know us yet. But Cass, we did a write-in for Cass because maybe not everybody know. But once you see her, you'd be wondering why the hell she wasn't a nomination. So
right, yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. We go there and they say our name as and we all scream, and then
Don't
we
worry,
have a couple
Steve.
of drinks.
Each year now I give myself my own participation award trophy. So
Nice job.
There you go.
I still feel special. Give myself a box of chocolates.
There you go. Well, again, guys, thanks for coming down. I can't thank you enough.
Thanks for having us.
For everyone who's tuned in, we hope you've had just as much fun as we have. And as always, you can find the podcasts where you find your podcasts at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Audible, thebuffalohive.com. And of course, you can always find the podcast at rockabillygreg.com, where it's all about the music. And I'll have some fun pictures and some links to that Facebook page that Steve's putting, post on there 17 times. So, if you can't find it there, go to rockabillygreg.com and you'll find it. But
awesome.
Again, guys, thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
Rock
And
on,
for everyone
man.
who's tuned in, thanks, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye. In the Flamingo Lounge is made possible in part by CatsLikeUs.com, your online store for authentic vintage clothing and accessories. Buffalo Ironworks, an intimate live music venue and bar located in the Cobblestone District in downtown Buffalo. And by Diamond Hawk Golf Course and Pub, Western New York's premier golf course, restaurant, and banquet facility. At the Hawk, the bar is hopping year-round with live music every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and some other nights, too. Tune in for a new episode every Saturday at 9 a.m. EST at rockabillygreg.com, where it's all about the music. Bark, Zoe, bark. Good girl.